Everybody, welcome back to the channel. We are sitting down here at the river where we filmed out last week actually, because it is beautiful today and it's very nice and the sun is shining. So we figured we would get out and do a video for y'all out here in the wilderness.
It's a little loud. There's some kind of noise
Yep.
going on. I don't know what it is. And I realized I still had my licensure in my mouth.
That's all right.
In today's video, we're going to talk about whether we are jealous of able-bodied couples or other couples.
Yeah. So for me personally, I wouldn't say jealous, but it would be like me being a quad, right? You know, I can't use my hands and stuff. So if I was a paraplegic and I could use my fingers, it would be so much nicer. I could grab things easier, do a lot more easier stuff. So I wouldn't say jealous, but I guess, well, not even envious, just that I wish I had those abilities and stuff, because, or the ability to walk. I mean, like us being out here at the river, we could walk down on one of these little piers or whatever and go down there. So stuff like that would be nice if I was able to get up and move around like that.
I'm not really. I don't find myself envious of other couples. The reason why I don't is because I think we're more closer than like able-bodied people. You notice, like, we do everything together.
We do, really.
And when you see couples that are like walking, they have their own little thing going on and they don't spend as much time together. So I feel like with Heath and me, due to the fact that he is, you know, the way he is, it allows us to spend more time together. And I actually like that. I don't think I would ever find that with anyone else. I do wonder sometimes if, you know, we would be the way we were, or if we would even be together if Heath was walking.
Yeah.
Because that would make our relationship a whole lot different.
Yeah, the whole
you know?
dynamic would be different.
Yeah, the whole dynamic. I do wish sometimes that Heath was able to work. You know, I find myself when I'm on WAGs of SEI, and I find that you see quads that are able to work, or even paraplegics, they're able to work. I find myself kind of, I don't know if it's envious, but I'm like, well, why couldn't that be Heath? You know, why can't he be able to work? I mean, Heath does have his own YouTube channel, and he has got where he's able to monetize and stuff, but he's not able to make a lot of money off of it. But he gets free stuff and he does those things. And I admire that about Heath, that he's able to, I just guess, I think our relationship, I think we would be able to do a lot more things and afford things if both of us was able to work.
Well, I mean, just in the world we live in today,
having
two incomes makes a vast. I mean, like, we live in the South, and cost of living out here is relatively inexpensive for a lot of things.
I don't know. Eggs are high.
Well,
eggs are high. I don't know what they're doing with eggs. Eggs is like crack now. You know, you have to get them on the street from somebody else, and you can get them cheaper than you can in the grocery store. I don't know what's going on with old egg thing, but it's ridiculous.
Well, yeah, I mean, overall, though, the cost of living in the South is a lot cheaper than it is in other parts of the country and stuff like that. And I saw a video talking about, as far as like retirement places, you know, a lot of people automatically assume Florida. But the cost of living in Florida is really high, and like South Carolina was like in the top 5, I think, as far as places that are nice to live at, cost of living wise and health wise and stuff like that. As it being. So I get, you know, but in the same token, having two incomes or having more than just SSI would really beneficial to us as far as like being able to actually do stuff.
Yeah, and so many people think when you make a disability check, especially with SSI, it's a supplemental income. It's not a lot, and so if I work, Heath doesn't receive it. and right now, I'm not able to work, and I will say that that has taken a toll on me as far as not being able to work. It's hard because I worked for 19 years
Yeah.
of our marriage, and I miss work. I want to go back to work, but I don't see that changing. I mean, with home care and all that stuff, and then you hear all the stuff in the news where they're trying to change stuff for disabled people, and if that's taken away, then he may not receive home care, and then that puts me in
Yeah.
a whole nother situation. I don't know. It's really taken a toll on me emotionally, not being able to work, because we're at the point in our life where we could have pretty much anything if I was able to work, because we have no house payment no more.
Yeah.
Because when I lost my job, I took my 401k. And like today, I'm going to be honest with you, I was a little down because a filling came out of my tooth, and I go Friday to get it fixed. But I don't have the money, and I got to see about trying to figure out how to navigate that. I do have some dental insurance, but I don't have health insurance. And so the reason I don't have health insurance is because I can't afford it, and I'm not working. But it is what it is. I mean, I think overall we're happy. I do enjoy staying home with Heath.
I do too.
I enjoy spending time with him, and I think I'll probably be like complaining when I go back. I'll be like, oh, well, I miss being with Heath and Ollie. And then I worry about Ollie, how he'll respond, because Ollie's never known me to work.
Yep.
Like Moxie, she knew me to work.
What for?
It's getting warm now. Let me take my jacket off. Ooh, it's warm.
Like for 10 years that we had Mossy. Well, no, wait a minute. She was 13. So Mossy was what? How old was Mossy when we lost your job? What, 2020?
I don't remember.
Yeah,
so it's been 4 years since I've not been able to work. So Mossy's been gone this year 3 years.
Yeah.
So Mossy, she was used to me going and coming back. Like Heath, she wasn't used to. Where Ollie, he's used to me being home.
Yeah.
And he cries when I leave. So I do worry about him. And we'll sneak a little peek in him. He's at the groomers right now.
Yeah.
While we're sitting at the river.
I had shot some video of him at the groomer, so we'll include that as well, just show you what his wild self does.
Yeah, and he doesn't like to be departed. No. I mean, so he's kind of upset probably right now. This is Ollie excited at the groomer. Yeah, he's very excited to go into the groomer. You ready to go? So I'm going to get clean. Look at Ollie. Ollie's so happy now. Look at
that
him.
Sweet boy.
He with Miss Hope. Miss Hope gonna do him up right, get him clean.
He gonna get a good bath.
Yeah.
Get his toenail cut.
But yeah, I don't think I'm jealous of able-bodied couples. If anything, I would probably be more envious of couples that one is in a wheelchair and the other one isn't, and both of them are able to work. Yeah. I do wish that could be us, but overall, I don't really call it jealous or envious, because I love our relationship, and I think that because he is paralyzed, that it makes us closer.
It does, because I wouldn't say forced to be together, but we're not forced to be together, of course, but it allows us to spend more time together.
We do everything together. We brush our teeth together. Yeah. I mean, we play games together. We do all kind of things together. I mean, we're together right now, and I enjoy that time. When I worked, I wasn't able to. I spent more time at my job than I did with Heath, you know. And
I'll be honest with you, having you at home these past 4 years or so has been, I've enjoyed it the best.
Yeah.
having her with me all this time.
And I
stuff.
love doing Heath's care. I mean, to me, it's not a burden or anything. I enjoy doing Heath's care. I wish that I could financially afford to be his caregiver at all times, and we have a aide, but she's out sometimes, and if she gets sick and I'm working, no
Got nobody,
job's
yeah.
gonna allow me to be out without penalizing me.
Yeah.
I was fortunate for the 19 years I worked at the other place that they worked with me, but when COVID came, they no longer could work
Yeah.
with me, and so that's where we're at with that.
And if you wonder why I'm squinting so hard, it's bright.
Yeah, we're sitting in front of the sun. It's like the sun is shining from this angle, and so I probably am squinting more too. So we're not high or nothing. We're just, the sun is like really killing us. But it's so pretty out here. We're supposed to be having some more warm weather this week.
It is much, much warmer today than it was last week when we come here. Last week when we come, it was like 45 or 50, and it was cool, wind blowing. Today, the sun's actually shining, so it feels really nice out here today.
I tried to get Heath to go to the state park today instead of the river, but he wanted to come to the river and see it, and we just see little things floating in the river. It's so muddy looking though.
Yeah.
But it will be real pretty once everything starts
Blooming and stuff like that, yeah.
Yeah, it'll be beautiful. But that's pretty much what we decided to do this week's video on.
Yeah.
I say no, I'm not jealous of anyone. I love our relationship and I wouldn't change it for anything.
Well, one thing I would say is the ability, if I was walking up able-bodied, it would make a difference as far as like us being able to do stuff and go out and do stuff. That's the only thing I kind of miss.
We still do things.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there are things we can do. I mean, like we fish together, so we might come down here and fish this summer.
Maybe.
I don't know how though, because that's the boat landing. I don't know where we would get you at.
I don't know. I can't get
We
down
can go to the other one, maybe the one in the other town over, because the river runs all the way through. So there might be another place. I think it's more closer because you have like a little dock you can actually get to.
Yeah.
We can go there.
Good.
We have been at the Petey River fishing. Remember when we went years ago with your friend?
But they changed the way the landing and stuff is now.
Yeah. So that's it for today's video.
Hope y'all enjoyed it.
We hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you in the next one.
Much love, y'all.